Hey everybody, RJ here. How's everybody doing? It's good to see you guys again. I have been really busy, guys. It's been a very tough 2 months so far. This year started out really, really good. The first 2 weeks went great, and then the 20th of January, sadly my grandfather did pass away, and then February my grandmother had to go to the hospital, and it's just been a tough year. And I'm going to talk today about how with people with depression, with people with different, mental disorders, some ways that you can find the brightness in the darkness, and also some ways to check on others by good deeds. So we're going to get into that today. So I want to give you guys some insight about myself. As you guys know, I have Asperger's, I have depression, I have ADHD, I have all these other symptoms, syndromes, conditions, whatever you want to call them. But the thing is that people always say, oh, I feel so bad for you. Hey, if you ever need someone for assistance, with anything, cool. But I appreciate that. But the thing is that I don't let my disability define me. I don't let my slurs or my tics or my things that I do control myself. If I let my disability control me, I wouldn't get anywhere, because I would just go into every single emotion and never get out of it. With depression, it's hard to get through it. There's so many emotions you feel, sadness, anger, grievance. It's hard to deal with those things. With the death of my grandfather, I was in a deep depression for weeks and weeks on end, and when I get in my feelings, I'm sure you guys do this too. When you get in your feelings, you just feel like crap. You feel like that you're nothing. You feel like that you're just not in the best state of mind. And that's okay. Do not let people tell you it's never okay to grieve or never okay to cry out what you're feeling. I'm not a doctor. I'm not anything of that sorts, but I feel like if you have depression, if you have PTSD, if you have any mental disorder or disability, it shouldn't be, a bad thing to let your emotions out, because we're all human. We all have ways of expressing anger or anxiety. But on the other side of that, we also have ways to manage it. As you guys know, I play ukulele. I do my schoolwork. I do a lot of different things to get rid of the stressors, and those are just some ways I control my disability and control my depression. Now, there could be ways you guys could do that as well. We've talked about a lot of strategies to get rid of, negativity, depression, how to, get rid of negative people in your life. But the one thing to remember is, guys, is that anything you want to do in life, go do it. Let the tears come out. Let your emotions run through. You're human. If people tell you not to do it, then those people are not the ones that should be in your life. Hell, if I was told that I couldn't cry because something bad happened in my life, I'd just say, screw this person. I'm just going to cry because, it's the only way I can release my emotions and feel good about it. So that way, after I grieve, I can build up my positivity by doing ukulele or by, talking to somebody. So that brings us to our next point. How to check up on people who you think that could be going through the same thing as you, or just saying hello. Because, guys, through everything that happened the last 2 years, it's rough. There's a lot of people who are struggling financially, mentally, socially. So just by saying hello, or by saying, hey, how are you doing today? Doing a call with them, seeing how they're doing. It doesn't have to be every day, but once in a while, that's always a good way to help your friends, because you never know what they're going through. I have a friend who I've known for at least 12 or 13 years, and me and him have lost contact for about a decade because of something that happened in middle school. Granted, it was my fault. I admit that I did something wrong, but I was a kid then. I didn't know how to handle my disability. And I matured a lot throughout the years, and so has he. And we came together back in, I think it was October or November, and we hung out. We had pizza. And ever since that moment, we've been closer and closer and friends since then. So even if it's going out someone for, a drink or going out to pizza, do a good deed for somebody and yourself. A lot of people think, oh, why am I doing a good deed for somebody? It's not good for me. Well, if it has to do with engagement and it has to do with something you do together, it is for yourself, because having that depression and having that stress, by doing a good deed, you are bringing your motivation and your self-esteem up by doing something you love to do. So, my challenge for you guys, you don't have to do it, but is something I would love to see, is think of a good deed that you've done for somebody or you would like to do for somebody and do it. Whether that's, hey, you need something from the store, I'll go get it for you. Or, hey, want to have a chat? Let's have a chat. Or, hey, I'm here for you. It could be counseling somebody. It could be going out to play football with somebody. It could be saying hello to somebody. Saying hello to, somebody you haven't talked to in a while on social media. It could be talking to your family. Doing something to help yourself out of the slump that you may be in with depression or anxiety. Because I get it, guys. It can be hard to get out of that shell. But once you break out of that shell, you're going to feel a lot better that you have, because you have people around you that care for you. Now, here's the little caveat to that. Finding true friends is like finding diamonds, because you never know how much you could trust somebody. I have had trust issues the last 5 or 10 years. Ever since my ex has passed away, I've had people hating on me because they think I had something to do with it. I'm not going to get into that in this video, but finding a true friend is hard because you never know how long they're in to being your friend. I've had plenty of friends who have used me. They say, hey, let's go do something. And then the next day they want nothing to do with me because they think I'm just, there to pay for their, to go out. Because some people do use you for money. But finding that true friend who's going to be there no matter what. That true friend who's going to be there to talk to you when you're down, when they're down. I think that is a true friendship, is when you both do things for each other. I mean, I understand, guys. It can be hard to trust somebody, but if it's somebody that that has done good for you, they haven't used you, they haven't asked you of anything that you don't want to do, and they haven't, pushed you to do something you don't want to do, I consider that a true friend. And Steven is one of those true friends. He never hates on me for things I do in my personal life. Now, if you don't have any true friends, I would suggest that you find something in your life, or maybe a family member, to talk to. Because if you don't have a true friend, family is the best alternative. I understand there's people out there who don't have family. But there's one thing that I want to tell you guys. You guys may not know me. You may not, watch the video. You may not, know what I'm going through. But that's why I've done this channel. To give you guys help and tips to being a better person tomorrow. It's hard to get out of a shell that you've been in for years. When it comes to depression, when it comes to social anxiety. But that's the thing, guys. Once you get out of that and find a way to push yourself every day, whether that's doing something for yourself, whether that's, finding a hobby to do, that is an amazing thing. And you should reward yourself for doing a good deed. That's all I got for you guys today. If you like the videos, thank you guys. And I hope you guys all have an amazing day. And as always, take care.